It's just for that previous problem, that Finn was asking about, B was 1. No, sorry, this was a specific problem. So here's the problem that you need to know.
No, you were too busy.
Okay, guys, let's start. Okay, so our A value is -3, but amplitude is always the positive version of the A value. The B is the coefficient in front of the theta, but inside the trig function. Our period formula is 2 pi over B. 2 pi is what the parent function is going to have, but that divided by B is going to allow for us to adjust to the new period of the function. So 2 pi over 6, which is pi over 3, but we always want, because we want to graph with different sections, we want to divide it into 4 parts, since we know that those are the easiest points to graph. So we always want to build our interval. So we take the new period that we found, divided by 4. Now, when you have a complex fraction, you can always think of it in terms of dividing by a number, same thing as multiplying by the reciprocal. So pi over 3 divided by 4 is same thing as pi over 3 times 1/4. And that becomes pi over 12. Okay, so now we can build our table.
Are you going to drop table on the quiz?
You don't have to, but I think the table kind of organizes all the information that you need. So I highly encourage it, because later on, when we build on more things, having that table is really nice to keep everything organized. But I guess I'm not going to take out points if you don't have the table. Okay, so we're starting at 0, and we're going to keep adding 1/12 until we hopefully reach 1/3. So 1/12 plus 1/12 is 2/12, which is 1/6. 2/12 plus 1/12 is 3/12, which is 1/4. 3/12 plus 1/12 is 4/12, which is 1/3. And I'm just reducing as I go along, but this is 1/12, 2/12, 3/12, 4/12. Where does cosine start? The original parent graph starts at 1, and it makes its way down, and then rises back up again. Okay, but that's not the y value that we're going to be plotting, because we know that our y value is going to be impacted by our new A value. So we just take that number and multiply with all the numbers that we see in the second row. Okay, and then just plot all these as order pairs. You're only looking at the first row and the last row now. The first row is your X value, and then your last row is your Y value. Okay, any questions with one? Yes.
When you're multiplying it to get the bottom row,
Mhm.
you use the negative one,
Let's see.
like you
You multiply the -3 with all the numbers here.
like you wouldn't use the B, I meant the amplitude one, you would use the,
That's right, that's right. Yeah, don't use the amplitude, use the A value. Yeah, good. Use the A value because that reflection and all that's going to be taken care of if you multiply by the A value, right? Okay, number 2, same idea. Your A value, your B value, 2 pi over B will get you to your new period. Take your interval divided, or take your period divided by 4, and that will get you to your new interval. Once you have your interval, you're going to keep adding 3 pi over 4 or 3/4. Arrive at your destination. Okay, now, yes, question.
Isn't period always the last estimate? Is it always this?
Yes, right. Your period will always be the destination if because we're always starting at 0. Sine starts at 0, then it goes up. Then to make that adjustment with the new Y value, you're going to take that A value and multiply it through your second row. Okay, and then we graph. Okay, number 3. Write the equation of a cosine function with amplitude of 6/11 and a period of 7π/4. So we know that our A, you can choose either one. It's either plus or minus 6/11. Amplitude is positive, but the A could be positive or negative. So either you do positive or negative, either is fine. Yes. No, you can choose either one. Now, period is 7π/4. We have to work backwards to get our B value here. So our period is 7π/4. We'll set it equal to 2π/b. Cross multiply. Solve for B. Pi's cancel out. I get B equals 8/7. And that's all we need. We have our A and we have our B value. And put it into our cosine formula.
Can I do that for parentheses for that last part?
You don't have to, but that parentheses is a reminder that the 8/7 and theta is inside the cosine function.
Does it matter if the theta is inside the parentheses?
You can also write it this way. Is that what you mean? Yeah. But we have to kind of understand that the 8 theta and 7 are inside the trig function. And that I like the parentheses as a reminder that it's inside and not next to it.